resistance, as we already discussed about the Ohm's law. In Ohm's law, resistance is a material property. Resistance is a material property. It depends upon temperature. Resistance depends upon temperature. Then it depends upon length, as well as it depends upon area of cross section. These topics we had already learned in the previous classes. So now we have discussed about the resistance and how it can be grouped. So resistance is grouping of resistance. Grouping. Resistance is grouped in two ways. First is in series. And second one is in parallel grouping. In series grouping, resistance of one, this one is, let us suppose that first resistance, one end of R2, one end of first resistance is connected to the another end of second resistance. Similarly, if we connect the third resistance, then one end of the third resistance is connected to the second resistance. So in case of series grouping, one end of a resistance is always free. One end of resistance is always free and next end is connected to another next one. This is the diagrammatical representation of grouping of resistance in series. In case of series grouping, current in all the resistance must be same, whereas potential varies from resistance to resistance. Why you not writing? Write. Here the circuit diagram of series connection. This one is a resistance, first resistance R1, this one is second resistance R2, and this one is third resistance R3. So R1, R2 and R3, these are the three resistance that will be connected through a battery. Here is a battery and here is a key. When key is closed, then current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal, and this current will goes in the resistance R1, R2 and R3. As we already discussed, in case of series grouping, current in all resistance must be same. So in case of R1, how much current is flow? I. In case of R2, the amount of current flow is I. In case of R3, amount of current is flow I. That is the similar current. Similar current flowing through all resistance, but the potential is different. Okay, here you see that for measuring potential we must connect the potentiometer in parallel. So potential at R1 is V1, potential at R2 is V2, and potential at R3 is V3, and these potential are measured by the unit of by the instrument potentiometer. Potentiometer always connected to parallelly. Parallel connection. Here is a series diagrammatic representation, parallel connection. Yes. In case of parallel connection, the resistance of one end of resistance is connected at one point and another end of resistance is connected at another point. Let us suppose that here is a one end P and here is a Q. So resistance must be connected in one end is connected at one point and another is connected at one point. Then through a wire and battery we connect these. This is the circuit diagram of resistance in parallel. Here you see that the current is different. Current is different in each resistance, but potential is same. Potential is same for each resistance. Potential is same but current is different. In our home appliances, in our home appliances, in our home appliances, we use parallel connection. In our home appliances, we use parallel connection. Why? Because if any resistance is damaged, the current flows into the another appliances. Okay. Then how we get the equivalent resistance? How we get the equivalent resistance in parallel as well as in series connection? Equivalent resistance in series and equivalent resistance in parallel. Are equivalent in series. Here you see the current is same but potential is different. So V is the main potential and V1 plus V2 plus V3. Here you see if the V is the main potential, then V1, V2 and V3 is gone in here. So total potential is V1 plus V2 plus V3. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I R equivalent in series. That will be I R1 plus I R2 plus I R3, or you take R equivalent is equal to I R1 plus R2 plus R3. I to I cancel. So in case of series, resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. There, that means so many resistance you have to connected. There is a summation of resistance. But in case of parallel, here you see in case of parallel connection, current is same. I is equal to potential is same. Current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. According to Ohm's law, I is equal to what? V by R equivalent. V by R1 equivalent. V by R2. V by R3. V is taken as a common, so 1 by R equivalent in parallel is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So in case of series, equivalent resistance is the combination of resistance, and in case of parallel, equivalent resistance is 1 by equivalent resistance is equal to 1 by resistance 1 by 1 by resistance 2, 1 by resistance 3 and so on. Okay.